Italian made frame, check. Italian group set, check. Italian wheels, check again. This is how a road bike should be. Italian flair, soul and passion throughout. This is a brand new Condor Cycles Leggero, the 4th generation flagship race bike from the London-based bike shop, but a frame made in Italy, with the latest state-of-the-art Campagnolo Super Recored 13-speed wide group set. So loads to talk about. In today's video, I want to give you a first look at both the group set and the frame ahead of full reviews coming in due course. Now, the timing of today's video is a bit tricky because just a few days ago, Campagnolo issued some bad financial news. They laid off loads of staff at their Italian headquarters amid a backdrop of some hefty financial losses over the last few days. 24 million euros since 2023. So it looks bleak for the Italian brand. Hopefully that restructuring they've done is enough to ensure the company can survive into the future, and this group set isn't just a final swan song. So while the company is just about still in business, let's take a closer look. So here it is, finally, the brand new Super Recored 13 group set. Really excited to finally get my hands on the group set and see how it rides over the next few weeks and see if it's a rival for both SRAM Red and Shimano Dura-Race Di2 and enough to save the company and hopefully balance their books better over the next few years. And it's a bold looking group set compared to what Shimano and SRAM offer, and Campag group sets have always been well regarded in looking amazing, like jewels, works of art, and this group set definitely does look premium and very high end. I love that big slab of carbon fibre on the crankset and look way better than SRAM and Shimano in my humble opinion. The rear derailleur is all carbon fibre as well, and it has this sort of exoskeleton look. It is quite chunky and big compared to old Campag group sets. It's not as elegant as it used to be, but rear derailleurs are bigger than ever before to accommodate all the wide range cassettes that are now in fashion. But it does look pretty nice. I quite like the look of it, but I think Shimano still has the edge in that sort of compact, diminutive shape that it does offer. The front derailleur isn't so successful, quite a bulky, chunky item, but the hoods, meanwhile, very nicely shaped. The ergonomics from Campag have always been top notch, nice tactile materials, and thankfully the thumb shifters, the iconic thumb shifters, are back due to popular demand, because this is actually Campag's 2nd generation wireless group set. They launched their first wireless group set 2 years ago, replacing the old EPS wide electronic group set, but they dropped the thumb shifters in an effort to appeal to Shimano cyclists, I guess, and it was badly received, and they've listened to that feedback and the thumb shifters are back. Revised compared to yesteryear, but they're definitely back, and I'll look at those in a minute. But first, the rest of the group sets, because they offer a wide range of options. So 4 cassettes and 7 chain sets, and they're basically the best of SRAM and Shimano. We had the wide range cassettes and the small chain sets of SRAM, so perfect for us mere mortals, doing sporties and grand fondos, but still having that high end option for racing. So really looking after cyclists from the pro peloton, although they don't really sponsor any pro riders anymore, to us regular enthusiast cyclists. So a nice wide range of gear options. The group set uses replaceable batteries. You can see the one on the front derailleur just there and one inside the rear derailleur in the same style as SRAM, but different to SRAM. The batteries are different size, where SRAM they are the same size, but they have the same charging port, and the bike came with 2 cables for charging the front and rear batteries. So no issue in terms of charging the batteries compared to what SRAM offers. There's no charging port to put the battery in, just a cable that goes on the back of the battery. So while they're different, it doesn't seem any worse. And Campag claims the batteries last about 750 kilometers, so roughly the same as SRAM. On the scales, the group set weighs a claimed 2,445 grams, and the price of the group set is definitely lofty, £3,500, but cheaper than it used to be when it came out 2 years ago by about £1,000, and it's the same price more or less as SRAM Red and Shimano Dura-Ace. So if you are very lucky to have a big budget for a new road bike and you're looking at SRAM Red or Dura-Ace Di2, you can at least put Campag in that conversation on a table of options when it comes to price and budget. Then to the bike, well, a frame, should I say, that the group set is bolted onto, and it is a Condor Cycles Leggero. Now, Condor Cycles is a London-based bike shop, been going since 1948, and they kindly sent the bike in for me to review and also focus on the group set as well, but there will be a full review of the frame and how it rides and performs compared to other bikes in the category. And this bike, I think, was on display at the recent Ruler live show, so you might have seen the bike already. So a very top-end bike, definitely a show bike. And the frame is designed by Condor Cycles, all the tube profiles, but made by Sato in Italy. So Sato have an amazing reputation for frame manufacturing in-house in Italy. And I've ridden a few Satos in other brands before, so I know they are a good quality manufacturer. So that does bode well for the performance of the bike. And like I say, 4th generation Leggero. Go back 10 years and the old Rafa Sharp Condor team used to race this bike around the National Road Race Series and the Crit Series in the UK when road racing was a big thing 10 years ago, but sadly it's not around. But all that pro development has fed into the Leggero over the years and influenced the design and led to what we have here, the latest version. And it is a modern looking bike with a drop rear stays, the full internal routing, all the tube profiles, kind of aero optimized, but it's not trying to be an aero bike, it's not being in the wind tunnel, because Condor says that customers don't really care about chasing those marginal gains in the wind tunnel. It just has to look sort of sleek and fast and elegant, which it definitely does do. And the paint finish on the bike looks splendid. The sun's not out right now, so it's a bit drab, but I try and get some photos and video of the bike when the sun is actually shining, which is a rare thing right now in the winter because it's pretty gloomy. But yeah, really nice looking bike. So the frame set costs £5,000, so sort of S-Works money. You get a free bike fit as part of that, and the geometry is very typical of a race bike, but we'll dive into that more when we ride the bike in a future video. Builds start from £6,000 to £7,000 with 105 Di2 and go all the way above £10,000, £11,000 for a build like this, which has, of course, a Super Recored 13 group set with nice matching Campag Shimano wheels. I do like the way the rims look. Both this amazing glossy premium mirrored finish looks fabulous, and the way the material here is removed from the spoke area, and the iconic G3 spoke lacing pattern with the 3 spokes here very close together and a big gap there, 3 spokes, big gap, and so on. So yeah, very high in build. Also Condor's own carbon fiber handlebar, an aero optimized handlebar with a Data Superbox stem for the internal routing and an SLR saddle up top. And I'll flash up the weight on the scales on screen right now. So that's been a quick first look at the brand new Campag Super Recored 13-speed wireless group set aboard this lovely gleaming Condor Cycles Leggero. Full reviews coming very soon. Make sure you are subscribed to the channel by hitting that red button down below. And if you have any questions or thoughts or feedback ahead of those reviews, then feel free to drop a comment down below. I'll put links to both the Campag website and the Condor's website if you want to find out more about the group set and the frame down below as well. But that's all for today. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you again very, very soon.